Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Hope all is well. Freaky Friday, August 14th, 3:39 a.m. We're only 39 minutes into the London session. I happened to be up a little bit earlier this morning, guys, and thought I would click record here and trade this thing real time with you and see if there are any opportunities live in London to end the week here. As you can see so far, guys, we have a little tiny resting day, which you would expect after a big strong update yesterday, pressing out of this little meat grinder consolidation on both the NASDAQ and the S&P. And so now we are very much resting on the NASDAQ and the S&P, basically unchanged here, guys. Little tiny candles. Let's take a look at this 30-minute time frame. There is yesterday. So we've been kind of grinding around here for quite a few days, and then we just exploded on the open yesterday. I actually took no trades, guys, having waited for the first 30-minute candle to close. We were far too extended for me to try anything at that point. Anybody who missed that initial push up, but there was an opportunity to get in right about here, probably spent the rest of the day just watching this thing grind after that explosive move. And now we've just been grinding sideways, which you would expect. Resting a little bit here, very nondescript from the Globex Open or Asian Open. I'm not even concerned about these open ranges. They're just sleepy ranges. They're not like these areas here, Globex in Asia yesterday, where we had stemmed a big sell down and then pushed back up again, if you know what I mean. This is all just hanging around. Very nondescript and sleepy coming into the London Open. I would certainly be looking towards longs here, guys, after this impulse, time spent corrective, potentially looking for another move higher here. But let's take a look. Here is London. We would have a natural dynamic open range here, guys, after the initial push up right there. And all this is saying is that I won't do anything inside of here. See where my cursor is right there at the top of this move that's just happened here in the London session. And so as long as we're inside of this, guys, I'll put you on pause and bring you back. All right, guys, pushing up here. Buy stop order, guys, right now, stop below the bottom of the open range. Little tiny 1-minute candles. A 15.5 point open range, and I'm in, guys, and I am in. Very tiny open range here. And target 1 has been hit, guys. A little bit of a chop and grind here, guys, and then finally we had this move up. Might have been a little news piece or something. Hopefully this trade idea is very, very clear. Impulse, sideways corrective, and impulse higher. And this really is a version of anabolic flow. All 3 time frames are sending the same story. The daily, of course, is starting off here as an inside day, but the daily chart is saying going up, and that's what we saw yesterday, that big strong impulse. Resting is normal here. There's the impulse, corrective, and then impulsing up above the open range. The EMAs left the open range and a positive moving average stack, 9 above 21, breaking to session high. I have no concerns about the Globex session here, guys, just a very nondescript sideways sleeping range. And same thing here with the Asian open range, of course. There is just far too much power and juice in here to be concerned about anything in this sleepy sideways consolidation. There's a much bigger thing happening here, much bigger thing. And at this point, I'll delete my dynamic open range. It served its purpose for the first while. Just adding a turbo zone arrow up above here. This might serve us very well in the New York session, depending on how we open. As always, I never trade the 1-minute chart. This is very much about the bigger picture story. That meat grinder consolidation, that explosive break yesterday, the impulse corrective here, impulse corrective, and looking for an impulse here. At the time of entry, the body on the daily had not yet flipped bullish, but these little tiny inside candles are in neutral posture, and the daily body has to be something, either blue or white. And if there was actually a pullback or some kind of a retracement after this impulse, it's normal for that body to be blue for the time being. In fact, I would want a small inside day to have a blue body until that impulse resumes, and then it should flip bullish. That's in fact what happens. Right about this level here is when this body flips bullish. Right there. And we're back, guys. Still 2 minutes left to go in this 30-minute candle. It's the third candle of the session. As you can see, pretty messy here and sloppy this morning, but things are sort of moving in the right direction. And while I'm waiting here, guys, you might be wondering why I would be trading up into this zone here. I'm not concerned about this stuff that I mentioned, the Globex and Asian Open, because this is just sleeping sideways price action. This, of course, is more concerning because this is the ultimate high after that huge press up in New York. 1, 2, 3, call it double or triple top here in New York, and that's a bit of an issue. And that is up here at the 1.5R level. If we go a little bit further towards the top of those wicks, that's the promised land, that's 2R. But the reason I'm willing to toss the coin on this is because of this incredibly powerful impulse wave. And as most of you know, this is the kind of price action I like to trade. Whenever I see a strong impulse move and some kind of a corrective, whether it be an orderly pullback into a kill zone, for example, or a portion of that move, it might be a single leg clean pullback for a continuation higher, or it might be a three-piece zigzag pullback. They 1, 2, 3 down into here, or a time spent sideways pullback, which is what we're seeing here. I'm looking for a reasonable opportunity to get back in for a continuation of the forces that created that powerful impulse wave. This is a bull market, powerful impulse wave, sideways corrective, resumption higher to session highs in London. And as most of you know, I'm always considering the areas to the left and the zones that are above in the case of longs. But all of those need to be weighed and assessed in the current market context so that we have proper perspective. And here's the important thing to remember. Unless we're trading at all-time highs, there will always be something to the left. And if we avoid taking trades or tossing the coin because there's something to the left, we would almost never take trades until we are at all-time highs. And the majority of the time, we're not at all-time highs. And so one of our most important jobs is decoding and deciphering price action in real time to garner an understanding of the likely path of least resistance in the face of stuff to the left. And context is key. And the magical 1.5 hour has been hit, guys. Being very patient here. It's now 6:04 a.m., 3 hours and 4 minutes into the London session. I'm now moving my stop loss, guys, to +1R on all open models and then leaving it open to see if we can get up here to the promised land. So my stop is at +1R. My target is open at +2R. And there it is, guys. Came all the way back to +1R. So we have a +1, a +1.5, a +1, and a +1. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Enjoy your break until New York, and I will see you soon for some more Freaky Friday fun and games. Talk soon.